Ready for Kid News? So are we. But first, a word from today's awesome sponsor.
Is your business or organization, like KidNuz, all about kids? Now there's a new perfect domain to match your perfect audience. Enter .kids, not .com or .org, but .kids. It's a dedicated online space of higher trust and protection for the next generation. The .kids domain lets everyone know that you care enough to choose a safer, more trustworthy, and positive online experience. Think debateclub.kids or teentennis.kids. Even Starglow is in on the action with podcast.kids. See your ideas come to life on a .kids domain. Visit hello.kids/kidnews today for specially priced .kids domains. That's hello.kids/kidnews.
Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. And we begin with creative punishment for some Florida teens who apparently thought throwing eggs at passing cars and random homes was an excellent idea. The Walton County Sheriff's Office posted a picture of the young perps hard at work hosing down cars at the police station. These suds have a story, an officer wrote, and went on to explain how these so-called Humpties had bought 24 eggs and used them to decorate things, all sorts of things that didn't need decorating. Instead of pressing charges, the deputies told the teens to show up at their station at 6:30 a.m., where they had to run an all-day car wash, cleaning the cars of victims, the city patrol cars, fire trucks, and all other vehicles that happened to stop by for free. The Post added, "While we strongly believe in solving crime, we also believe in solving problems. We're here if you need us." Courtesy of NASA, a new supersonic passenger plane nicknamed the Son of Concorde. With the debut, the agency hopes to jumpstart the return of super-fast commercial flight, minus the sonic boom of the original sound barrier-breaking Concordes of the 1980s and 90s. That noise was so alarming that the planes were allowed to go supersonic only over water, not land. The new version cruises at a speed of 937 miles an hour, slower than the original, but still 176 miles an hour faster than the speed of sound, which means it can zip from London to New York in under 4 hours. The noise difference is in the design. It has a long, thin, tapered nose to break up shock waves, reducing the boom to a thunder-like rumble. NASA will fly the aircraft over select U.S. cities later this year to gauge reaction. Perhaps our new Miss America will captain one of those flights. Second Lieutenant Madison Marsh recently graduated from the Air Force Academy with a degree in physics, and as of Sunday night, she's now wearing the crown as the first ever active duty military service member to win the pageant in its 100-year history. She's also getting her master's degree in public policy at Harvard. When asked what advice she'd like to share with other women, Madison said, "You can achieve anything. The sky is not the limit, and the only person that's stopping you is you." If Madison can squeeze it into her busy schedule, maybe Tom Cruise will tap her to fly in Top Gun 3. According to CNN, while no deals have been finalized, a script is already in the works, and the goal is to reunite the producers and actors from Maverick. After more than 700 days, New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore, Maryland have all broken their snowless streaks. Baltimore and D.C. were the big winners with about 6 inches, while the Big Apple only received a measly 1.5 inches. Still, a little is better than nothing, and it was enough to end their snow droughts that began in January of 2022. The week-long Arctic blast canceled another 2,100 flights yesterday and let more than 1 million school kids play hooky, but its icy grip is finally loosening. By Friday, the wind chill is only expected to be around minus 20 degrees in Kansas City and minus 15 in Chicago. And then there were just 8 teams left standing in a football season that started last August. This Saturday, the San Francisco 49ers will take on the Green Bay Packers, and the Houston Texans will face off against the Baltimore Ravens. And on Sunday, it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Detroit Lions, who scored a playoff win last Saturday for the first time in 32 years. Rounding out the 8, Kansas City versus Buffalo. both of which had an eventful wildcard weekend. Buffalo's game had to be postponed today because of all the snow, and the Chiefs' brutally cold game against the Miami Dolphins, which aired only on Peacock, turned out to be the most streamed live event in history. Elton John is now in the rarefied air of the EGOT Club. On Monday night, he won an Emmy for Elton John Live Farewell from Dodger Stadium, making him one of only 19 celebrities to ever earn an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. While introducing the award, Amy Poehler hinted at the achievement by saying, "Now I can't speak for Elton, but EGOT to be excited." Still to come, a super fat cat with attitude. But first, today's KidNuz quiz. What was the punishment for egg-throwing teens in Florida? A day of washing cars at the police station. What is the nickname of NASA's new supersonic passenger plane? Son of Concorde. What is notable about this year's Miss America winner? Air Force pilot Madison Marsh is the first active-duty military member to wear the crown. How many celebrities have won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony? "19, with Elton John being the latest. In today's KidNuz Kicker, another super plump kitty has catwalked its way into social media fame. Named for his size and a Wendy's milkshake, one Frosty too many is 28.5 pounds of pudge with a side of crankiness that was just adopted in Virginia. Frosty gained attention on social media for having the best belly in town, which unfortunately keeps him from fitting in a standard-sized cat cage. The agency described him as perfect, just as long as he can do what he wants when he wants. Coincidentally, he just happens to be from the same shelter that hosted Patches, a 42-pounder who found his forever home a few months ago. Patches has reportedly lost 14 pounds since his media fame, which is about how much Frosty, who is so chonky he reportedly lost his stripes, has to lose under the care of his new forever family. Before we go, we want to shout out our KidNuz classrooms, starting with the very patient Stephen Blankenship and his 5th and 6th grade Wolverines at Winchester Street Public School in Woodstock, Ontario. Ms. Gibson at the Swift School in Roswell, Georgia, where dyslexia is their superpower. And from our parent council, Mrs. Knowles representing Menden Center in Pittsford, New York. Thanks for listening. Please check out this month's Critical Thinking Noodler, available for free download on our website. And we'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.